Hello, good day. Welcome to my Compass Daily, where we share practical thought for a productive day. What's our practical thought for today? I'd love to say to you that do not let pressure drive your decisions. I remember while growing up as little children, we had neighbors who had bicycles and a lot of toys. I remember one day I went to my dad and told him I want a bicycle also. My dad simply looked at me and said that we buy what we can afford. When we can, we get it. That ended the conversation. I want to say to you that true, pressure is real. And there are times that it can actually be subtle. It doesn't look like a pressure. Sometimes someone is sharing the testimony of God's goodness in their life, and you are pressured to also share yours. Not necessarily because you want to have something to really say, but because you also want to prove that something is also going on in your life. Beware of pressure. You see, one thing pressure wants to do to you is it wants to push you into fake packaging. And once you begin to package what is not there, you will get to the day you actually need a miracle, and then you will realize that you don't have the content, you have not built the capacity for the miracle you actually desire. And while you are trusting God for what others already have and some of the great testimonies they share, be patient in obscurity. David was playing his harp even though he thought no one was listening. But one day he got reference for the palace. So it's important that you don't joke with obscurity. And finally, I would love to say to you that even if at times you have not gotten that which you actually desire, one thing you would have gotten is the fruit of the Spirit called patience. And you would have learnt what is called self-control. So rejoice with those who have while you are trusting God for yours. Refuse pressure. Don't let pressure lead your decision. Let's close with the charge of Paul to the church at Corinth in the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 12. He said, "For we dare not class ourselves or compare ourselves with those who commend themselves, but they measuring themselves by themselves and comparing themselves among themselves are not wise." If you are in a company that constantly puts you under negative pressure, I think it's time for you to move on. The Lord bless you today and have a productive day. Amen.